but when you use this, you're on a whole other level wet. I mean, it's slippery, it slides. Hi everyone, it's Natasha. Welcome or welcome back to my channel where we talk all things girl talk. In today's video, we have a part 2 of what to pack in your overnight bag when sleeping at bays. So if you guys haven't seen the first part, it's linked right above. But this part 2 is the X-rated version. I'm talking about how to spice up your love life. I mean, if you're going to see your significant other or your friends with benefits, whatever you want to call this person for the first time, you can definitely watch this video. But this is also for those people that have been seeing each other for a while now and just want to get a little frisky and want to have fun. So if you guys want to see what I have in my bag, stay tuned. And this bag I got from Target. I love that it's pretty spacious, but it's not bulky, and it's a nude color, so it goes with everything. And so to the juicy part, let's get into it. First thing that I want to show you guys is 2 bottles of champagne. So you obviously don't have to bring 2, and these actually were both gifted to me, but I want to show you options. So this one is Prosecco. This is more on the luxurious end, so if you want to be a little bougie, we want to sip and sex. I don't know if that sounds right, but you want to set the mood, right? So this is more on the higher end, I want to say. And then we have Sweet Bitch, which is Rosé Bubbly. I can't with the name. I'm just like, who names a bottle of champagne Sweet Bitch? But you know what? Hey, it's eye-catching and I feel like it would taste good. I haven't tasted it yet, but this is another option. So you have 2 options to bring with you. You can bring either or you can bring both, right? You never know if you guys will go through a bottle of wine and want to do another one. Like, you're here to have fun. You're here to enjoy yourself, and you want to make it worthwhile. We're here for a good time, not a long time, you know. I just love that song. And these are pretty heavy, so yeah, it's not gonna be comfortable having them in your bag, but I would say it's a must because it really makes things that much better. I don't know about you guys, but when I set the mood, I love to light a good candle, and this one is called Pop the Bubbly, funny enough, because it kind of matches with the champagne that I was just talking about. This is a soy blend candle, and it smells delicious. It's pink raspberry mimosa. So it really does give off like that fruity scent. And so once you light the candle, you can actually dim the lights, or if you don't have those lights that dim, you can just turn the lights off completely and you still have the lighting of the candle. And I feel like it just makes it extra cozy and kind of like, ooh, what are we gonna do next, you know? And if you wanna go to the next level, hear me out, you can actually let the candle burn for a little bit, and the wax, as it's burning, you can actually drip it on the body. Small drips, it's not gonna burn or anything like that, you know? And I'm just putting it out there because some people like a little bit of pain, and to each their own. And for me, I think it's all about incorporating some of the senses when you're about to get intimate, because it just makes it that much more fun. So I already talked about the champagne, which is taste. I already talked about the candle, which is smell. But another taste, which I think is phenomenal because you can really have fun with this one. This is a 2-in-1 combo. I feel like you can't buy one without the other. You should buy both. And so we have whipped cream and we have the Hershey's strawberry syrup. Now, I would say you can use this the way you want to use this, right? But for example, if the guy is using it on the girl, he can put it on the 2 nipples, he can put it right at the vajayjay area. I mean, you can put it at the mouth and like make out, suck it, I don't know. You can put it on the neck, you can put this on the man's ding dong, you can put it, I mean, if he wants to suck your feet and your toes, like this literally can go on your entire body. And yes, it's gonna get messy, but the messier the better. And then along with the syrup, it just makes it that much more tasty, because who doesn't like, well, I'm sure that some people don't like strawberry syrup or maybe are allergic, I don't know, but for me, this strawberry syrup tastes so good. I kind of want to give myself a little bit of the experience here right now. No, I'm just kidding, but let me get some whipped cream. I couldn't keep it all in my mouth. That's what she said. Wow, so good. And then imagine mixing it with this. Gives it even more flavor. But talking about not being able to keep it in your mouth or getting like the gag reflex, I have the hack for that, and it's these Fluoroseptic Tablets. But basically, this is when you're sick and your throat hurts. And so what I suggest is that you take one of these right before you're about to get in the act, and you numb your throat so that you can go real deep. I mean, you'll have it all in your mouth and he's not gonna know what hit him. So I highly suggest you go buy these, Walgreens, CVS, any drugstore, and have these in your bag. And talking about using your mouth, you wanna make sure that your oral hygiene is on point. So right before doing anything, you wanna go to the bathroom and you wanna do mouthwash. So this is the mouthwash that's been going viral all over TikTok. And I was actually able to get my hands on it because for a while they were sold out in Target. And this is the TheraBreath Dentist Formulated Fresh Breath Oral Rinse. Fights bad breath for 24 hours. And I definitely noticed a difference between this one and my Listerine, because I feel like this really fights any type of odor that you may have. And it is best to use right after you've flossed and brushed your teeth. But if you didn't have time, you can just gargle some of this, and I promise that it'll smell minty fresh. I highly recommend. So yes, the hype is real. This is definitely like way better than any mouthwash that I've used thus far. And then not only do you want to make sure that your breath smells good, but you want to make sure that your punani smells good, right? Because you're about to probably get eaten out. I mean, he's gonna be all up in there, and you want to make sure that it smells good, that it's fresh. And so what I like to do is wash myself first. So I use this down there wash, and this one is great because it helps with balancing your pH, preventing any yeast infections, any UTIs, any itchiness, anything like that. So you do 1 or 2 pumps of this, really quick wash. However, if you don't want to do the whole shebang of washing yourself, you can just bring yourself wipes. These wipes are from the brand Elle. They're organic cotton wipes, fragrance free, and I love them so much that I actually ran out. So I can't even show you how good they are, but when I went to Target to get myself a new pack, they were sold out. And I've transitioned myself to using everything cotton because I've gotten yeast infections in the past, and one of the main things that they tell you is to try to use cotton underwear, cotton wipes, if you're using any type of lube, to make sure that it doesn't have glycerin. And talking about lube, my favorite lube is the Good Clean Love Almost Naked. It's organic. I just love the fact that it does not have glycerin, so it's good for not provoking any yeast infections. And it's just, honestly, if you haven't used lube before, let me tell you, you are missing out. Because yes, we get wet naturally, but when you use this, you're on a whole other level wet. I mean, it's slippery, it slides, it just feels so much better. Especially if you're about to use some toys, you want to make sure you use some lube because it just makes everything that much smoother. And talking about toys, I did have my handy dandy cock ring, So this cock ring is actually from the brand Trojan, and I bought it in Target. I believe it was 11 bucks, super cheap. It has a battery that operates on the inside. And so basically once you turn it on, it's good for about 20 minutes. And so the man puts this around his cock, and basically once you turn it on, it starts vibrating and it'll stimulate your vajayjay, and it'll also help him to last longer. So I have to say, if you've never used toys before, do not be intimidated. You can start with something like this. You can start with a vibrator. I mean, there's so many options out there. You can go to Spencer's, you can go online to Adam and Eve, and you can just see what you want to try. And I actually have a conversation coming up with a sex therapist. It'll be out in a week or so on how to start introducing toys to your relationship. Some men may think that they're not good enough and that that's why you want to start introducing toys, but that's not the case. It's more so to elevate the good sex life that you guys already have. And so how to have the conversation, what kind of sex toys do you want to buy that's great for couples, what are the benefits of using sex toys, all that good stuff. And so along with sex toys, you want to make sure that you look good, right? Because again, I've said this before, when you look good, you feel good. I can't stress that enough. And so when looking good, you want to have bomb lingerie. So this lingerie is actually baby doll style, and this I actually got from Shein, believe it or not. I absolutely love it because it's light, but it's really good quality, and just the style is super cute and sexy. So it has the nipples as like hearts, and then it kind of has a cutout right here. As you can see, it has a little bowl in the back, and then it's see-through, so you can see your whole butt, your whole front area. I mean, this is gonna turn him on like no other. And then you can also wear it with the thongs that it brings, but you don't have to. So it just depends on how you wanna do it. But they have so many options, and they're super cheap. They're like 15 bucks. So I have probably like 6 or 7 lingerie from Shein, and they're all different styles. And so I highly suggest you go on, and you can even order from Amazon too. I've ordered from Amazon, but you want to make sure that you put something sexy, something that makes you feel good, make you feel confident, because that's what it's all about. Being confident in bed is super important, because it's just going to take the intimacy to a whole other level. And then not only do you want to look good, but you want to smell good. And so I have these 2 sprays. This one is actually a misbehaving dry conditioner spray, and this is basically hair perfume. Well, this is from Pantene. Let's say you didn't have time to wash your hair. What you can do is you can spray some of this on, and it's dry, so it's not like it's gonna be wet. Honestly, it smells so good. And so for all he knows, you just came out of the shower, washed your hair, and did your hair. Little does he know that it's just a spray here, spray there, and you're good to go. And then next perfume is an actual body mist perfume that you can wear as soon as you get out the shower. And I'm telling you, this stays on for hours. It's so divine. It's the Brazilian Crush. Wow. Honestly, it just feels like I'm in Brazil living life like I just got off the beach. Like, it smells so good. It has like hints of coconut. Oh, I love it. And then onto a gadget that you probably didn't even think of, but that's actually super useful, is this handy dandy massager. So as you can see, you can actually just massage anywhere in the body, and it just vibrates, but it feels so good. So you can actually use this with some oil and start massaging your significant other right before getting into it, right? Because who doesn't like a really good massage? And then you can go slow and start stroking those areas that really make you wet. I don't know about you, but I love a good massage, and then it goes into having sex. It's just the best. So I highly recommend this, and it was just like 5 bucks. Oh my god, my nail fell off. Ugh, this is the issue with press-ons sometimes. This is what happens. Let me just stick it right back on for the sake of the video. And then last but not least are these cotton thongs. So basically, once you're done with having a good time, you're gonna take off your lingerie, and you wanna make sure you put some cotton panties, because like I mentioned before, these are great for preventing yeast infections. And then you can go ahead and put whatever PJs you have. I feel like some silky PJs would be nice, but you can put whatever you want. And then you're pretty much ready to cuddle, watch some Netflix, and go to bed because you had a long night. Or maybe you just want to go to bed, right? Like, whatever floats your boat is what goes. So that is pretty much it on the X-rated version, part 2 of what to pack in your overnight bag when sleeping at bays. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know anything else that you bring when you're sleeping over. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, turn that little bell notification, that way you know every time I upload a video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Mwah!